Hello and welcome to This Entrepreneurial Life, my blog on how to be an entrepreneur. Basically, I've been an entrepreneur for 10 years. My name is Roland Bakke and I am the best-selling author of two books called Now Work Again and 90 Days to Profit. So how are you? Are you measuring things? Well, you can be fine without measuring things. However, if you run a business, it is important to have a grasp of what the numbers mean. And we are living in the age of artificial intelligence, deep learning, machine learning, and these are all numbers that help us optimize and do things in a better way. So there's lots and lots of data out there. Often what I think is the challenge, certainly is the challenge for me, is to understand what the numbers mean. So step number one is that you cannot manage what you don't measure, and what you don't manage doesn't get done. So you have to measure and manage certain things in your life or business, or else it gets very, very messy. Now you don't want to go too far and to be a sort of a control freak, because that's incredibly exhausting. So you have to have some sort of measurement of error. But the first step is to understand that you have to measure stuff and try to understand what you are measuring so you manage your business better. So step number two, start measuring and start figuring out what you're going to measure. Okay, so get the data out there. What kind of data do you have? What kind of data do you need to get? And then step number three is look at the numbers, try to figure out what they mean. So today with Google Analytics and many other forms of measuring, like the Apple Watch, it's easier and easier to measure things because the tools are out there. In my business, we actually add everything in Excel. So I know how much every client does every month. I get a weekly report, I get a monthly report. We use those in terms of billing. So after many years of running something, you have lots and lots of data, and now you can ask yourself, what do they mean? And there's core things like what is the profit of each product you're selling? Are you managing them well, etc. So numbers are really, really important. If you run a small business, it's challenging to know what to look at. And typically what to look at is related to what your goal is, where you're trying to get to. So it's very important. I'm not an expert in analytics or understanding numbers, but I understand that it's important to measure. I understand that it's important to look at those things. And I'm actually at the moment looking for sort of an MBA type person to come in and really go through one of my companies and really analyze everything that we have there, because we have the numbers, we just don't have a 100% clear insight into what they all mean. And as the founder of Mr. Outsource, I know what I need, but I don't know how to do it. So I'm trying to find somebody to help me analyze the numbers and really understand them. So that is my summary on measurement. Step number one: understand that you've got to measure to manage, and then start gathering the data. And then three, analyze the data. This is actually starting to sound a lot like 90 Days to Profit. So let's look at the steps here in the book. So there's several steps. There's 7 steps. I should know them by heart, but it's a long time since I looked at the book. Okay, so step number 1, problems, review, opportunities, fine-tune, implement and test, track, shape and roll out. So that's this is a trajectory of so in terms of this, you would review first. You would collect the numbers through problems. You find the problems, you find the data, you review the data, you find opportunities, you fine-tune the numbers, you implement and test a new solution, you measure and test that, and then you shape and roll it out. So that is the formula of 90 Days to Profit. So of course, a lot of management consultants will be saying, I already know that, but you can always get better, right? So anyway, my name is Erlen Backe. I'm the author of Never Work Again and 90 Days to Profit. If you liked this video, please like, subscribe, or share it. And you can also check out the 250 interviews I've done with experts at Hardcore MBA, not only me, but also my partner, Matthew Turner. And I think that's a wrap. Thank you, and have a good day.